Hello, how you doing? So today we're going to be making this beautiful rice here. We're making this with tapioca, also known as cassava or kappa, and many other names. Really beautiful, healthy, vegetarian, vegan, and delicious. Welcome back to How to Cook Ray. Okay, so what we've got here is 750 grams of tapioca or cassava or kappa or one of the other many names that it has. So look, there you go, there's cassava or tapioca, whatever you want to call it. Just treat it like a potato, peel it, and there you go. What we're going to do is get that into some water and boil it. Just going to add a little bit of salt there and just enough cold water in there just to cover it over. Like I say, if you treat this like a potato, it will work out just fine. So we're going to bring that to the boil, let it go. Want to get it nice and soft. It's kind of a bit more spongy than a potato, a bit more fibrous. But yeah, it's going to boil for maybe about 8 or 9 minutes. Okay, off goes the heat. Let's just check this out. So it's got a little give still in it, I hope. Yeah. So it's not falling off the knife. What we're going to do is we're going to drain that off. We can move on. So we're back in the same pan. I just gave that a little clean out. In there I've got oil. I've got about 3 or 4 tablespoons of oil. I'm using a sunflower oil. You could change that. Maybe coconut oil could work nicely with this. We're going to drop in a few dried red chilies, and then we've got 2 teaspoons cumin seeds, black mustard seeds. The heat is on above medium. And then here, if you can get these, they're fabulous. I've got some fresh curry leaves. To that, we're now going to add 1 cup of onion and 1 tablespoon ginger garlic paste. Ginger garlic paste is a 50-50 mix of the two. You can buy it in many stores, depending on where you live, or like us, you can make it yourself. We use a lot of it, so it's better for us to make it ourselves. It's very easy. And then we've got 2 teaspoons of chili powder. I'm using Kashmiri chili powder and turmeric. I'm going to add some salt. And on this above medium heat, we're going to go for around 4 or so minutes, stirring pretty much all the time. Beautiful. Very simply, we're now going to take our drained kappa, tapioca or cassava, and we're going to go for another 5 minutes, again stir frying around. Okay, job done. So off goes the heat. That is really beautiful, really beautiful. I mean, if you cook that just a bit longer, you can eat this just like that, but we're going to obviously do something different here. So let's set that aside and move on to the next step. Okay, so we're going to do our rice now. So in there I've got 4 cups of Basmati rice. So what I'm going to do is double the water. So I've got 8 cups of cold water. I'm going to add some salt in there. Now what I've done with the rice is I rinsed it through. You can see here, I rinsed it through a few times, washed it out there. Heat goes on. What we want to do is cook that rice up to about 80%. So we want to cook it until it's got a nice little bite to it. Okay, off goes the heat. There's our rice. Got a little bite to it. Going to drain that off, set it aside. Going to come back with this pot. Okay, so when I said I'm going to drain the rice, by the way, it was almost dry anyway. It absorbed the water. In the pot, you can see I've put a little bit of our tapioca or kappa. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a cup of water. So you can see that's just a tiny amount of water, just to kind of keep it a little bit moist. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some rice, 80% done. Like so. Little bit of cilantro or coriander in there, or fresh mint works really nicely. Then I'm going to go again with more Kappa or tapioca, and we're just going to repeat that back in a moment. Okay, so you can see I've got a frying pan here, or a flat skillet. We're not going to be cooking in that. What we're going to do is we're going to put our pot in that. What we're doing is acting as a barrier here. So you need like a nice sort of, something else like this, or a tawa, or like a kind of flat plate or something, a griddle, anything, so that the flame isn't touching the pot. So that can just go in there like that now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put that on a very, very low heat. And I'm going to go for about 9 minutes. And of course you can see that I've now put a lid on there. If you want, you can kind of put some pastry around there, like a dough, to seal it, or put a cloth over there and seal it really tight. This lid fits quite well, so for me, no need. Okay, off goes the heat, off comes the lid. So that time has just been spent bringing the two together, ensuring that the rice is fully cooked now, nice and fluffy. Delicious. Very simply, we're going to serve that. Okay, and there you have it. Really, really beautiful that is. I love that one. Takes a little while to do, but really worth it. I hope you enjoyed that. Keep safe, keep well. I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Thank you so much for stopping by and making it to the end of the videos. If you would like to donate to me, there's a thanks button in most countries. You can give me $2 or up to $50. I need to buy a new Ferrari. Come on, help me out.